Good morning, friends. In this video, we are going to analyze a very important question in relation to Ielts reading exam, and that is true, false, not given. And this is Kingsley, the trainer from Jeru Consultants. So let me just quickly go ahead and read the passage for you and explain to you how to analyze the true, false, and not given questions. So we have 6 purpose-built park and ride sites serving the country more than almost anywhere else in the UK. Established for over 40 years, they provide around 5,000 parking spaces for cars. The sites are located on the main routes into the city centre. More than 3 lakh passengers a year take a bus from the park and ride site into the city, reducing congestion and helping to improve the air quality in the city centre. So now the first question statement is, this was one of the first UK cities to introduce a park and ride scheme. So let us just quickly take the key words from the statement. One of the first UK cities. Is there anything mentioned there in the passage about the cities? So you have to ponder over it and quickly see the first 2 lines or 3 lines. So there we find that there's absolutely no mention of first 2 UK cities. First UK cities. And they are mentioned about the right scheme, but absolutely there's no statement which is matching, so it is not given. So the statement is not given in the passage, so that is how you have to arrive at the answer. Moving on, the second question is, the amount of congestion in the city center has fallen. So now we find that more than 30 lakh passengers, I said 3 lakh, I'm sorry, so 30 lakh passengers a year take a bus from the park and ride site into the city, reducing congestion. So the amount of congestion in the city center has fallen, reduced, it has decreased, all you should be able to match the synonyms. So now we find that the answer is true. So that is how you have to arrive at the statement and match it with the particular passage and then quickly move on. So let's move on to the second slide. Parking at the sites is available only for those traveling from the site on a park and ride or other scheduled bus service and is free. No overnight parking is permitted. Heavy goods vehicles are not permitted at the park and ride site at any time. So now the statement, that is the question, is saying there is a special section of the car park for heavy goods vehicles. But the statement is saying, the passage statement is saying, heavy goods vehicles are not permitted at the park and ride site. So which means they are not let inside. But here the statement is saying there's a special section of the car park. So which means that the statement is false. And moving on, it's simple to use. Just park your car and buy a bus ticket from the bus driver with the correct money if possible. Now the second question is, bus drivers do not give change, so you must have the correct money for a ticket. So if you look at the passage, it says that you have to buy a bus ticket from bus driver with the correct money. So again, we see that bus drivers do not give change, so it is not matching. So there is some relation between the bus driver and the bus ticket, and with the correct money if possible, they are saying. So it is not matching, therefore we are arriving at the answer as false. And then comes the third question. Ticket prices vary depending on the time of the day. So an individual adult daily return purchase prior to 12:30 hours for use that day cost £2, 2.40 pounds. If purchased after 12:30 hours, it costs £2.10. So there is some kind of change in the ticket prices according to the timing. So that is what we are able to understand. So the question is, ticket prices vary depending on the time of the day. So it is true. So if you're buying prior to 12:30 hours, there is a particular rate that's 2.40 pounds. If you're buying after 12:30 hours, it is just 2.10. So it is true. Ticket prices are varying depending on the time of the day. So that's how you have to arrive at the answer. And let's quickly understand the final part of the passage. Up to 4 children under 16 travel free with an adult or concessionary pass holder. So now the question is, children under 16 traveling alone or allowed free travel? Here we see that children under 16 can travel free with an adult. So in that case, that's free. But if they are traveling alone, it's not free. That's how you have to understand it. The comprehension. So that is called the comprehensive ability. So you have to understand the opposite of what is given there. So it is obviously false. So we are comprehending and we are able to understand that it is false. Now moving on. The space is, sorry, just park your cycle, motorcycle or scooter in the allocated space and buy your ticket from the site office. So now the question is, the spaces for cycles, motorcycles and scooters is close to the site office. So now the statement and what is given in the passage is not matching at all. There's absolutely no matching sentences. So we are arriving at the answer very quickly, stating it's not given. And then the final question of the day. People with concessionary bus passes must pay the full fare to travel at certain times. So now we see, if you look at the last part of the passage, at other times there is no reduction for holders of concessionary bus passes. So at other times, which means that certain times there is a reduction, but at other times there is no reduction. So now the statement is saying people with concessionary bus passes must pay the full fare to travel at certain times. Yeah, that's true, because at some times there is no reduction, but on the other hand, at other times there is reduction. So this is true. So which means that there is a, but on the other hand, when you're traveling at other times, there is a, you should have to, you have to pay the full fare. So that is what it means. So now I hope I've cleared the air in terms of your understanding, in terms of true false not given. This is just the first video I'm just putting for your for the audience, so that they will be able to comprehend what is, how to arrive at the answers in relation to true false not given. So this is a very important question when you take up the International English Language Testing System test. So we will be able to give you more videos in this regard in relation to this particular question, with more passages in the forthcoming days. And this is Kingsley the trainer signing off from you. Please subscribe to my channel Emmanuel's Hub to watch more videos in this regard. Thank you. You have a great day. Bye bye.